Hi, my name is Zoe Ludlam, and today I'm going to be presenting about ecology and the demographics of the humans. What is ecology? Ecology is the study of interaction of organisms with other organisms and their physical environment. And then ecology in all biology deals with life, and life is being able to interact and grow and learn and function. And being alive is what distinguishes humans and animals and plants from other things like dirt and non-living organisms. Not organisms, things. Then the levels of ecology. Starts off with the habitat, and that's the place where an organism lives. And then next is the population, and that's all the individuals of one species in one area. And then there's a community, and that's the various populations of species and them interacting together. Then there's an ecosystem, and the ecosystem is all the organisms and their communities together. And then the biosphere, and that's all the things on Earth. Then demographics. Demographics is a statistical study of not just human population, but of a population. And population density is the number of individuals per unit area. And population distribution is the pattern of dispersal of different across an area of interest. And the growth rate and limiting factors. Environmental aspects particularly determine where an organism lives. And say animals were living somewhere and there was an abundance of food for them, and that would be a good place for them to live. But if they started running out of food and predators came, then they would have to leave, find somewhere else to go. Then biotic potential. It is the maximum rate of natural increase for population that can occur, and when the available resources are unlimited. And it depends on factors that influence the population's reproduction. That's the number of offspring, the chance of survival, and how often they reproduce, and their age of reproduction. And population grows as fast as the number of females grow. And biotic potentials have a full effect in the birth rate at maximum during exponential growth. And the human population is currently growing right now. In 52 years, it'll be double what it is now. Then environmental resistance. Environmental conditions that prevent population from achieving biotic potential. And then logistic growth occurs when environmental resistance retards environmental growth. In more developed countries like North America or like Europe, places in Europe or Canada, their population is growing slower, and they have a high standard of living and more birth control, and I guess we don't have children more. And then less developed countries such as parts of Africa or they have low standards of living, have less birth control, and their population grows very rapidly. And then carrying capacity is the maximum number of individuals of a species that environment can support. And density independent factors is population density does not influence the intensity of the factors effect, and that's an example of that is like natural disasters. And then density dependent factors is the percentage of population affected as it increases, as population density increases. And example of that is like competition or predation or parasitism. And life history is the number of births, the age of reproduction, and the lifespan. And a cohort is composed of all the members of a population born at the same time, and survivorship is the probability that the newborn individuals of a cohort will survive. Then environmental impact is measured by the population size and resource consumption. and fertility rates. The average number of children per woman is around like 2.33, and people with higher education levels result in lower fertility rates because they won't have kids as much. Then urbanization, economic development, contraception, government policies, and the number females and the female social roles all play a part in the number of children being born. And then Richmond County, their literacy rate is 23%. The average number of children here is 3.2.